Well, it's not as warm as they said it was going to be, but it's not bad out either. I mean, it's somewhere about 45 or 50. I just threw on my orange coat because it was there and it was easy. Just a quick walk today because I have dance class this afternoon. I am Semi-Retired Bob. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Today we're going to have just a brief discussion on fiber, because it's one of those things that just keeps coming up in the comments. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. What you're watching is you're watching me walk. I know that doesn't seem exciting, but if you consider just under 3 years ago I couldn't do this, I could barely stand for a couple of minutes without severe pain, it gets a lot more interesting. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. It means a lot to me that you spend just a few moments of your day with me. I would like to ask everyone to help me out just a little bit. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Drop down in the comments and say, "Hi, Bob." And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. All these things help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. I am 61 years old, and I'm doing things I couldn't do when I was 40. You'll have to excuse a lot of background noise in the video today. There are a couple of tree services in the area out here cutting up and cleaning big branches from that storm we had last week. And someone was running a bobcat over there and they just shut it down for a minute. So maybe the noise won't be so bad. But let's talk about fiber for just a moment. I happened upon a video where some guy was interviewing Dr. Georgia Eade. And he's like, "Well, we need fiber, don't we?" And she said, "Why?" And he started listing off some reasons. And she systematically destroyed each one of them. But just to go over a few of them here in this quick little video. He's like, "Well, we need fiber for our gut microbiome. And the breakdown of that fiber provides nutrients for the lining of our colon." And that is absolutely right as far as what it provides. But now, I'm not a scientist, so I'll probably get these words wrong. But the thing that our gut needs off of fiber is butyrate. And after the fiber makes the butyrate, with the help of the bacteria fermenting it, the lining of our gut then turns that into beta hydroxybutyrate so that it can use it. Well, what is beta hydroxybutyrate? And again, I might be getting the names wrong, so don't crucify me for that. But it's a very common ketone body. And the cells lining our intestines and the colon don't really care where it comes from. The other thing that he was talking about was, well, fiber helps slow digestion and slow the absorption of sugar. Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does do that. But where does that sugar that it's trying to slow the digestion of come from? It's not coming from gluconeogenesis, because that's an in-demand system, and our body won't make glucose that way unless it needs it. The glucose is coming from the things we're eating. So if we're not eating excess glucose, then we don't need the fiber to slow the absorption down. And of course, the big one, well, how do you go to the bathroom without fiber? Well, that's one of the big myths that's out there. I've talked about this many times, but here we go again. Dr. Paul Mason talks about a study. Now again, it's not a great study because nobody was locked in a lab, but the patients, and it was a very small study, it was like 63 or 64 patients, were all presented with idiopathic constipation, which means we don't know what's causing it. And surprisingly enough, well, not surprising to us, the group that ate more fiber, their constipation symptoms got worse. Those that ate less, they got a little better. The startling part of this study is that to a person, everyone that was put on the zero fiber protocol completely reduced their constipation symptoms. Just gone. And from that, I've had no fiber to speak of in almost 3 years. I can assure you I go to the bathroom on a pretty regular basis. I know Rick, Charger Mopar, he's been doing this for 41 or 42 years, and I'm assuming he still goes to the bathroom just fine. Let me know if I'm wrong there, Rick, but I'm assuming it hasn't been 41 years since you sat on a toilet. I don't know. He could be the most backed up human in the history of the world, but I doubt it. The bottom line here is that all of the naysayers that have all of their reasons for saying, oh, well, you can't do carnivore diet long term because this and this and this and this is going to cause problems down the road. In theory, they're correct, but in actual practice, they're absolutely wrong because those problems just don't happen, oddly enough. I said this was going to be a quick one, and this was a quick one because I got to go to dance this afternoon, and I don't want to wear myself out before that. But that's what I've got for you today, folks. Hopefully some of what I said made sense, and I didn't butcher those science names too badly. But don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.